Looks like some snow ongoing and maybe spreading across much of the area as we head through the day today. And the coldest here of the season definitely coming in as we head through the day and continuing into the weekend as well. Our watch warning advisory map. Going to do Oprah here. You get a warning, I get a warning. Everybody gets a highlight. A lot of different highlights here, from blizzard warnings to winter storm warnings, wind chill warnings, and some advisories out there as well, even some high wind warnings on the map. I'm not going to talk about these individually. The video will be way too long, but if you want details on that, let's go to our website right there, weather.gov/RAW, and just find your place on the map so you can see what highlights in effect for your area. I'll start by taking a look at the timing out the impacts. Across the western areas, around Jackson, your heaviest snow is going to be during the morning hours. I think conditions should gradually improve as we head toward the afternoon. Southwestern Wyoming, Afton, Cameron, looks like it's going to be an all-day thing for you. Things should begin to improve, though, later tonight, I think. And those of us east of the divide, just a little bit of snow coming in, but the really cold weather is going to come in this afternoon with falling temperatures and getting really cold tonight. That'll get you through at least Sunday. We could have another reinforcing shock coming in Monday into Tuesday as well, so sticking around several days. And across Rock Springs, not too much going on this morning, but there will be some snow setting up, especially this afternoon into this evening. And some rough travel conditions there includes I-80. Now, how much snow are you going to get? A little probabilistic step to start out with. It's a percent chance of seeing 1 inch or more snow. Highest amounts, obviously, where you have those warnings in effect, the western areas, just about 100% in a lot of these areas. Now, this is snow that starts at 5 o'clock this morning and basically goes through tonight. Now, east of the divide, I want to point this out to you. Most areas aren't going to see that much, but some of the higher resolution models we see are showing some kind of snow banding setting up anywhere from Du Bois over toward Riverton, Lander, and over toward the Casper area. Now, these bands, they tend to shift a little bit. It's really hard to nail down exactly where they're going to be, but don't be surprised, especially I think around lunchtime, if you get some snow banding to set here, and you could see some decent snow for a while. They bump that to 4 inches or more. The other place you're going to see that through the day, probably here across the western mountains, just about everybody else not having much of a chance of that. So as we take a look at the official forecast, highest amounts obviously across the west, 2 to 3 additional inches starting at 5 o'clock in Jackson, a little bit more as you get further south toward the Star Valley and down toward Cameron. About 2 to 4 inches across the I-80 corridor. Those of us east of the divide, much of the Bighorn Basin, probably less than an inch, maybe locally higher amounts, Du Bois, Thermopolis, Riverton, Lander, over toward the Casper area where that snow banding has a better chance to set up. Now we take a look at another factor of this. That's going to be the wind. There'll be some pretty good winds with this. East of the divide, we're not looking at a ton, maybe gusts to 30, 35, so any snow showers we do get out of this, there could be some rough travel conditions for a time, but core of the strongest winds are going to be here across west of the divide, especially in this area right here. Very strong jet stream coming across here. It tends to force some mid-level winds down to the surface. That's no exception here. 35 at Jackson. But the real core of the winds are going to be, basically, I'd say Big Piney, Cameron, along I-80 as well. Wind gusts to 50, 55. Wouldn't surprise me to see a couple gusts to 60, maybe 65 miles per hour if things set up right. You get snow going here. It's a light powdery snow. It's going to drift around. I-80 could be really rough for traveling, especially I think this afternoon into this evening. Now I'm going to the big story of this, and that's going to be the coldest air of the season coming in here. These are lows for tonight, falling temperatures through the day. And east of the divide is going to get the worst of this because the mountains tend to protect areas west of the divide just a little bit. It's decently cold out in here. This really isn't anything too unusual for this time of year. Anywhere from, say, 18 to minus 28, anywhere across areas east of the divide. Just pick out your spot to see your temperature there. And the coldest night, I think, for temperature-wise, is probably going to be on Saturday night. We get some clearing and the winds finally die off a little bit. Again, anywhere from 20 to 25 below across this area, maybe locally down to minus 30 in some of those really cold spots in the valleys where the cold air can pool. West of the divide, anywhere from, say, about minus 15 at Yellowstone to about minus 3 at Wamsutter. Other places above zero, Rock Springs as well as Cameron. Now, the big thing here is how cold is it going to feel? Now, the coldest temperatures here, this is probably going to be, I'd say, probably tonight, when we actually still have some wind going. The wind should really die off as we get towards Saturday into Saturday night. Anywhere from about 10 to 20 below, west of the divide, a little bit colder around Pinedale and Big Piney. Again, this is a cold spot, nothing unusual there. But east of the divide is where the dangerous cold is going to be. Minus 34 at Riverton, that's where it starts getting, you can get frostbite in 10 minutes. Real core, that's going to be further north, though. Buffalo, KC, over toward the northern Bighorn Basin, Cody, places like Cody, Lovell, Powell, Rayville. Sorry if I didn't name your town there. You can see feels like temperatures or apparent temperatures going below minus 40, especially tonight. Want resources? You know where to go, weather.gov/RIW. Want road conditions? Again, don't call us for the road conditions. These are the best places to go. On the web, just go to wildroad.info. They have a great setup there. You want to call them on the phone, 511 in-state. You're coming from out of state, 1-888 Wild Road. Finally, you want to look at those webcams, see the conditions for yourself. Just go to our webpage, click on the local programs tab, then click on webcams. One more favor I want to ask here. If you really like these videos, make sure you give a like to the video. And also, if you don't want to miss a video, you may want to think about subscribing. Be safe, everybody. Enjoy your day.